Matt Ryan from 94.3 The Point. Thanks a lot for being here and doing this impromptu lunch kind of deal. We like it a lot. So last summer, maybe 2 summers ago, I saw Matt over at the Pony doing the summer stage, and we had this opportunity to do a very intimate kind of performance in connection with his new single, which is awesome, used to be. So I figured, you know what, we would team up with our friends from Asbury Park Brewery and do something really special. So thanks again to our friends here from Asbury Park Brewery for hooking this up. We really appreciate it. I'll support it as well. And without any further ado, Matt Nathanson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey everybody, good to see you. Hey. Spread so evenly down the... It's like I'm playing a boxcar, I like it. We're going to do a couple songs from the new record. And then we're going to do a bunch of Whitesnake songs. Just because I feel like everybody needs Whitesnake on a Thursday. So you want Def Leppard instead? Yeah. They just got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Very exciting. They announced, in case anyone's living, you know, under some sort of rock or doesn't like rock, Def Leppard, The Cure, Stevie Nicks, Roxy Music, Radiohead. It's going to be a good year of Rock and Roll Hall of Fameness. So yeah, so why don't we just not do any of my songs? We'll just go straight into theirs. We're going to only do Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. This is High and Dry by Radiohead. No, we're going to do a mashup. High and Dry by Def Leppard, High and Dry by Radiohead. It's a great idea. Cool. Anybody have any questions, concerns? We can take questions now, here in the ship. Does this feel like a party bus, this enlarged party bus?
What brought you to New Jersey today?
To do this and something in a couple hours in a different part of New Jersey. Atlantic City. Meet me tonight. Well, I blew up the chicken man in Philly last night. Anyway, yeah, it's fun. I'm gonna do my Broadway residency pretty soon. Tell the story of my life, growing up in Freeman. Anyway, and we were in New York this morning doing a thing for another radio station. It's sort of like a weird little sprint that happens at the end of the year where we do 3 or 4 cities in a day. And we play songs, and then Aaron and I spoon. And then we play Scrabble. We sad eat pints of Haagen-Dazs ice cream at the end of the night to sleep, crying. It's fun. Any other questions? That's a good one, though. I love that. New Jersey.
About Asbury Park.
I mean, Asbury Park is legendary for anybody who loves music because of Bruce and Southside Johnny, and so it's kind of magical. I don't think I see Asbury Park for what it is. I see it for what he saw it as. That's how it works when you're a Springsteen fan. He fucked it all up for all of us. Can't live in the moment, you gotta live in the 70s. But yeah, every time I play Stone Pony, I feel like I'm at the church, and some sort of church of Bruce. And so it's fun. It's fun when an artist, I'm a nerd for music, so like Sheffield, England, where Def Leppard is from, we're both Def Leppard nerds, and so Sheffield takes on this mythical place when I think it's really just like an industrial town. Do you know what I mean? Sheffield is not Asbury Park in any way. And I live in San Francisco. We have a lot of great music from San Francisco, and when I moved there with this idea in my head about all the crazy, amazing art that was there, and there is amazing art there, but it is definitely a city, you know what I mean? Like, but I love how music can change a place and kind of mythologize it in a way that it's fun, because what the fuck is the world if you can't dream on it? It's just a bunch of, you know, it's just a bunch of facts. You know, like, there's a homeless man shitting, you know, like, so that's fun. It's definitely, and something to be worked on as well, like from a fundamental point of view, holistically. But, you know, it's like facts are facts, but Springsteen and people like that, the songwriters that we love, make it so you can kind of dream on places in a cool way. Yeah. Anything else? I love talking to you. What else? You name it. Do you want to talk about, he's an astrophysicist, so if you want to get deep on shit like that. They fell for it, there was not even a laugh. I was an English major, so if you want to know how to not read books.
What book are you reading?
Right now? Well, I'll tell you, Eric. We seeded the crowd with people that we knew. We're like, when we ask questions and nobody fucking says anything, ask about a book. So I have a book club, which is crazy because I literally majored in world literature and read about 6 books in my entire high school and college career. I don't know how I pulled it off. Cliff Notes and movies. But we have a book club called Doing It in the Nook. Not because, you know what I'm saying, but like, the Nook is this area, you know, okay. I do it with an author, this woman Kelly, who's like a New York Times bestselling author, Kelly Corrigan, and she has a nook, a book nook in her kitchen that has all her books. So I was like, dude, we should do these Facebook Live events for our book club from your nook. She's like, yeah, I'm like, we'll be doing it in the Nook. And it stuck. So anyway, we just finished a book called Half of a Yellow Sun, which was written by a woman named Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who is like a genius. This book was incredible. And now the book I'm reading now is a biography on Metallica. I needed a palate cleanse. After the Nigerian Civil War, I decided to read about Lars Ulrich. And so, so I'm reading a Metallica biography by Mick Wall. Good story. Can't remember anything. That's Metallica. Can't tell if this is true or a dream. This is a song I wrote about Metallica. It sounds like it's a song about breaking up with a woman and saying, I know you're moving on and I know you're happy, but if you want to remember what it was like. Remember that first song where I was kind of cocky and I was like, you're moving on, but I want you to know I was the best. This is the flip side of that, where you say, I know you're moving on, and I'm standing still. And so, if you want to talk to me about how awesome we used to be, I'm right here, and I'll be here for probably ever, because I have a king-size bed and a PhD in the way that it used to be. One more, and then we'll do the breakdancing circle that you guys got the email about. It's going to be great. You know, it's fun when you're singing a song and you sort of, the pizza that you ate, the bite of pizza, comes back to say, hey. Just a little, just like, oh, hey. There's a song about that. I wrote this song about acid reflux. I'm just kidding. Yeah, maybe. This is the last chance for questions, so if you have anything that you've been dying to know about life.
What's your favorite venue that you played at?
I did this tour a couple of years ago with Tori Amos, and we did she played piano and organ, and just solo, and I played acoustic, and we did symphony halls, like across the country, and it was nuts. It was like these beautiful places, these like churches of sound, and I was like up there being like, but it was awesome. And we've done some pretty great places, like played Carnegie Hall, and we played Radio City and MSG. Which shouldn't be in your Chinese food, in case you're wondering why you're getting headaches. You should always ask for none of that. No MSG.